boys and girls, and welcome to Arsenal TV. This is my roundup of the Arsenal season so far, of the 2017-18 season. So far it's been, I say, not too bad. I think in a way, I think Arsenal has just been scraping through certain games. So we're going to go into it now. The first game we came up to the season was in fact season. So I'm going to start off with the Premier League game. First game was against Leicester at home. We won 4-3. Now that game, it was one of those games where it was going to be a game where we really had our hearts racing. Now it was the first game that we won within the first game of the season. The opening game at home. It was literally the first game. We was 1-0 up with Lacazette's goal, and then we was eventually 2-1 down. We levelled up 2-2, then they went 3-2 up, and then we come back 3-3, and then we ended up 4-3. That was the first game of the league. Then it came to, we went to play against Stoke away. I don't know how the hell we lost that game. We should never have lost that game. But we lost 1-0. Stoke scored in the second half, and yeah. Then after that, we went to Liverpool. We lost 4-0. Fuck knows how we lost 4-0. But I think the way we lost 4-0 was mentally we wasn't that great. It was one of the biggest teams that we played against within the first part of the season. So it was going to be a tough game after, last season they beat us at the start of the season. So this was a really, really tough game for us. And we just didn't perform. The players just wasn't, their minds just wasn't in it. There was no fight. There was nothing. So it was an embarrassing. It was a very, very embarrassing performance. Then I think it came down, bear with me guys, sorry about this. Then it came down to the closing time of September. We went to Bournemouth. We won 3-0 at Bournemouth. I thought was a good game. It was a pretty easy game, to be quite honest. We were the better side. I thought the first half of that game, as I said, we was a bit poor. We didn't perform as great. And then after Bournemouth, we went to we played against FC Cologne in the Europa League. As I said, we ended up 3-0. Now the biggest point of that game was the FC Cologne fans. How the hell did they get into the stadium? It was like 20 odd thousand fans. How did they get into the stadium? So yeah, we played against FC Cologne, won that game, first game in the Europa League, won that very comfortably. Then it became to one of the big games. We went to Stamford Bridge. We went to the Bridge to go and play against Chelsea. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I thought Chelsea were the team that was in better form to what we were at that particular point. Then we went to the Bridge. When we went to the Bridge, played against Chelsea, I thought we should have won the game. We dominated Chelsea from minute 1 to minute 90. We should have won. Fuck knows how we came out with a point, but in that game we saw a bit of pride. We saw fight from the team. This is where I thought that Arsenal should have got the 3 points at the Bridge. I was disappointed that we didn't get the 3 points, that we didn't come away with the 3 points, but we did manage to pull a point out of it. So yeah. Then it was the first game in the English League Cup. We went and played against Doncaster Rovers at home. To be honest, we should have, I know we comfortably won it 1-0, but to be honest, we should have won 3-4-0, to be honest. But we ended up only getting 1-0 out of it. Doncaster had a few chances in the second half. We was poor in the second half, to be quite honest. We was a bit poor. Closing minutes of it, we started to fight back and we started to come back into it. Yeah. Then we went to West Brom. Then we played against West Brom at home. We won that one 2-0. Another clean sheet. Then we went, and obviously West Brom, I thought West Brom should have had at least 3 goals, to be honest, but we still managed to win 2-0. So I did thought that West Brom should have should have at least scored about 3 goals in that game. And then after that, we went to the second part of the Europa League game. We went to play against Beta Bushloff away, and we won that very comfortably 4-2. And plus Olivier Giroud scored his 100th goal in that game. Now, going back, there was a few games where I thought that Olivier Giroud should have got his 100th goal. He should have got a 100th goal at West Brom. He should have also got a 100 goal at Chelsea, maybe, I don't know. But I do think that. Then we came into the ending part of the transfer window. We still kept Sanchez by 11 o'clock at night. We still kept Sanchez. There was no move for him. So it looks like he's going to go on a free by the end of the season. I will get into Sanchez and Ozil on another video nearer the time. Yeah, we managed to still keep to Sanchez. I know Man City are still trying to get hold of him in January, which is going to be about £60 million. So we'll see how we go from there. But we still managed to keep him, so that was one good thing. Then we came to the last game out of the 10 games, and that was against... and that was against Brighton, Hove Albion. We played against Brighton. We came away with another 2-0 win. It was very, very comfortable. I did thought that Brighton should have also had the goal. Arsenal should have had at least 3 goals. Now, that's been the 10 games. Now, for what I see of Arsenal at the moment, do I think that we've turned a corner? I can't really say at this precise moment, because I've seen it through previous years where we've gone through, where you've had so many players, so many games, and then we think, okay, have we really turned a corner? And then when we get to about this time, about October, November, December time, we always fuck up. So really, to be honest, that Liverpool game where we got battered 4-0, that could have been a mentally turning point for the rest of our season. It was the same like Chelsea when we beat them 3-0 last season at home. That was, I think, was a mentally turning point for them. So I do think that maybe this is the point where now the games that are more important to me right now is the Man City and Tottenham game that we've got coming up. I think if Arsenal can go and get 4 points, draw at both games, then I can say, okay, yeah, we really have turned a corner. But is it going to be one of them ones where, do we think that we're going to go to the Etihad and get the 3 points, and then go to Spurs and then beat them? Or is it going to be one of those where we're going to go to the Etihad against Man City and get smashed? Or is it that we're going to go to Tottenham and get battered by them? So I think those 2 games are the main ones that I'm more looking at the moment to say, right, if we go and get the 4 points at Man City and Spurs, then I can say, yeah, okay, we're definitely going to be Premier League title contenders. And we're probably going to be fighting for the league. But if we do go to the Etihad, as I said, and we get smashed and then go to Tottenham, we get battered, then I think it's just going to be the same old shit each season. So we'll see how it goes. The rating I'm going to give Arsenal at the moment, out of 10, is I'm going to give them a 5. I'm going to give them a 5. But then again, I would say I'll give them a 6. Because that fight and that passion that they showed at Chelsea. That's the only reason. Apart from that, I don't think that we've done that well at the moment. So guys, there has been my preview of the Arsenal season so far. If you did enjoy this video, please, if you think that my ratings is a bit harsh or anything, please make sure you leave your comments below and let me know on what you think of Arsenal's thoughts of the season so far. And what do you think that, and give me your prediction where you think Arsenal is going to end up in the Premier League at the end of the season. As I said, I reckon Arsenal could end 3rd. That was the prediction I made. Arsenal could end up 3rd because of the same old shit that I've seen through year in, year out. So let's see what happens. So guys, if you did enjoy this video, please make sure you do hit that subscribe button, and make sure you do hit that thumbs up button as well. And make sure you leave your comments below. Until next time, guys, you will see me for my video of the Watford preview game. That is match 11, match week 11, or match week 9, I think. I'm not sure. We'll see how we go. You will see my preview then. Until then, guys, come on, Arsenal. Do not let me down. I'm out of here.